passively taking in the language, like listening, is a good one. Try to say things, and then if somebody doesn't understand you, it's okay. Like, it's not a bad thing. I think it's most important to like be able to speak. Just like, this is a pen, this is an apple, my name is.
こんにちは、和葉です。今回は言語習得について2人の友達にインタビューしてきました。1人は日本学科、もう1人は中国学科です。今日のオランダも晴天です。それでは動画へどうぞ。
So yeah.
How do you study Japanese?
I guess for me, the most significant part in learning a language is speaking, which was really hard for me in the beginning because I was so nervous. I could barely speak, and now that I've gotten a little bit more used to it, I noticed that I learn a lot more, like a lot of new words and a lot of new expressions and phrases through talking with Japanese people, I guess.
So to Japanese who's learning English, what do you recommend to do for them?
I do definitely think that passively taking in the language, or like listening, is a good one. So try to watch certain series or movies in like English with like maybe Japanese subtitles, and like when you're speaking, don't be afraid to make mistakes and ask questions, because that's usually how you're gonna learn.
Yeah.
And just sort of try to say things, and then if somebody doesn't understand you, it's okay. Like, it's not a bad thing. For me, reading and writing doesn't help that much while learning a language, so I'm not saying don't do it, like definitely still do it, but I would definitely recommend like try speaking to people more, because that way you also find out what's like natural and what's more textbook.
I really think like the speaking and listening is really different from writing and reading.
Definitely.
For like more the formal ones, maybe we should practice the writing and readings, but with the casual ones, if you want to have a conversation with the language, you should really speak and listen.
Yeah, definitely.
And mimic.
Yeah, mimic.
Yeah,
That's
mimic.
also a big one, because like for example, today we went to a church, right? And I kept forgetting the word church. Kyokai. I know it now, but you kept saying it, and then I'd go like kyokai, you know, sort of like a kid, just like try and mimic stuff, because I think that way you don't just learn the word, but you learn intonation, you learn context, you learn a lot of different things through speaking. And the reason I also think speaking is quite important is because when you first, like for example, if you've never been to Japan, it's your first time going, the first contact you're gonna have, it's with people like face to face, right? It's not gonna be writing, probably. It's probably gonna be speaking. And also, if you want to learn a language, you make friends that speak that language. And with friends, you usually don't write to each other, like unless it's text, but that's quite. You can still use like Google Translate or whatever.
Many Japanese struggles when they're studying English, I mean like new languages. Do you have any tips for like advices for them when studying new languages?
Studying new languages is a lot about looking things up when you don't know it, and especially in the beginning, it's good to have like a teacher or someone who can guide you for the basic stuff. So like get a textbook with a lot of examples, a lot of exercises in it, and not just like a lot of color maybe will like motivate you a bit. It's important that you get feedback, so you need to like have a textbook, something with correct answers.
Okay.
So if you want to practice it, you need to get good feedback, otherwise you don't know what you're doing. I think it's most important to like be able to speak, and when you like start learning a language, it's also like important, like you need a little bit of grammar, but you just need to like try to make yourself speak, just even if it's wrong, but speaking like from the beginning with basic sentences that you know, just like this is a pen, this is an apple, my name is. It's better to start from the beginning with speaking, because maybe you can communicate through text, but it's hard to actually speak to each other. So it's better to like start speaking.
So when did you start learning English in your in the Netherlands?
In the Netherlands, it's changing now, so I don't know about now. But when I was little, we only start learning when we were 12. But I actually didn't learn from school. I watched a lot of YouTube videos.
Okay.
And they were all in English, so that's how I picked up English naturally.
Okay, that's why, because I really think that studying on YouTube with YouTube is really good idea, because we can choose our favorite contents and that kind of stuff, so we can have fun while we're studying English.
Exactly.
We're learning English.
Yeah, but we Dutch also have an advantage, because the Dutch and the English grammar has a lot of similarities, and a lot of English words to the Dutch is same, like informatie, information. They sound very similar, so a lot of common ground with the English language.
Okay.
So it's easier to learn English than from a Japanese stand of view, because the grammar is a lot more different.